So we'll have a quick look at the A105NAPPX user recordable sounder. So we call this the A105X. This particular one is 24 volts DC and it comes in red, but it's also available in white, grey, and a huge selection of voltage ratings. So just this one happens to be 24 volts. This is a nice unit. It's the typical thing here when it arrives. It's very well packed by A2S. Just get that away there. So this is your speaker cable. Get to that in 1 second. I've removed the screws here just because it's typical of E2S products. The screws are very long, and I'd be half the day just taking them out to show you them on the video here. We have a cable entry in the bottom of the unit here, so if you gland into that correctly, you've IP65 rated, so you can quite safely put this outside, and it's completely weather sealed. So typically we've been using these in places where you don't just want a sounder indication, the usual sirens or other bits and pieces. You want to give slightly more information to the user. Fire suppression systems, we tend to use them on the second discharge, warning, gas discharge is imminent, that type of thing. Or we've installed them in railway stations or airports to indicate that it's a no smoking area, and then we can put the message on repeat. So it's turned on and off by the user at the start and end of the relevant times. Or in a couple of places we've installed relay boards where we tell people to where their relay will kick in at a given time during the day, and then the message will repeat every few minutes throughout the day. Or we've installed them in hospitals where we remind people that are coming to the hospital that the hand hygiene requirements, you know, they use the alcohol hand gels, this type of thing, and we've connected them to PIRs to do that. So it's fully programmable. You record your own message. There's an onboard mic for doing this, or what I tend to do is I record stuff on the PC using a proper microphone. We've a studio here for recording that kind of message. We record the message into it, and then you can jack into it here with a standard lead, one of which is actually supplied with the unit. And you set it here, and you just program in the message. If you are programming a number of these, it's very important to get them to sync. So if you have a corridor where you're putting 8 or 9 of them in a row, you link all of them together using this cable here. You send the message, and it records the exact same message at the right level on all the units, and if they're all powered from the one place, the message plays at the same time, so you don't get distortion along long corridors. So that's a typical example there. You have different tones on this as well, so you can set it so it plays a tone before it plays the message, but typically it's a short tone followed by your user recorded message or whatever you need it to be. The dip switches are used for setting the recording phases and the synchronizing and all of that kind of stuff, and then you have a tone and a volume for the speech end of it. So the tone and the volume can be controlled separately, so it's pretty straightforward. Typical of E2S, incredibly well put together manual, very easy to follow, very straightforward, you know, as per your requirements. It shows you how to select your tones as required, which is one set of the dip switches, and then the other set of dip switches is for actually programming. So it goes through it here and indicates exactly what you're doing. So you're looking at the LEDs to tell you how to do this. I'll probably do another video at some stage actually showing how we set one of these up, but today I just wanted to kind of show you what it looks like on the inside of it, and where the terminations are, and what you actually get in the box. So it's a neat unit. For what it does, if you need something, a speaking sounder, it really is a great option for that. This is a nice little option here. Once you have your back box screwed up onto the wall, you can kind of use that to keep the unit at hand while you're terminating and everything else into it. So that's just an overview of the A105 talking sounder. So any questions, give us a call in the office or info@comsec.ie. Thanks very much.